Hi, my name is Llewellyn, and I am an abuse survivor. I am also an author of a book called Abuse It Is What It Is on Amazon, as well as a blogger on safelife.com. Please see my notes for more information. I come to you tonight to talk to you about things I've overheard, and it's really disconcerting to me. Forgive me, I don't look my best. It's after 9 o'clock at night and just got my grandson to bed. Well, not just, but it feels like it. You see, people really don't know what mental illness looks like. So I want to show you what depression looks like. So hold on. Oh, wait, no, that's me. Right here. I have depression. I also an abuse survivor. And it's nothing that you can build a bridge and get over. It just does not work that way. Not at all. There's no getting over it. There's no letting go. It's a process that has to be worked through every single day. Every day. Every day. Now, granted, I am an abuse survivor, but I still get affected by what has happened to me as a child and as a young adult. I do. But I have to remember that that was the past and this is now. And that means that I have to focus on the here and the now. And sometimes that's not easy. Sometimes those flashbacks, they just come and it's mind-boggling. Forgive me just one second. Oh, one more. Internet from letting me speak because sometimes I don't have sound on here. But when someone says to you, I have anxiety, or I have fibromyalgia, or I have whatever, don't judge them because you don't know what their life is like. You don't know. You've never walked in their shoes. You couldn't possibly know. So for those of you that do not know depression, let me explain it to you. Have you ever driven a vehicle? I'm going to use nighttime because this is when it happened to me. And it was foggy. And your headlights are on, but you really can't see in front of you. Now picture that fog being really, really thick in your brain. And it's coming down your eyes and it's closing your eyes. And you really can't see in front of you. When people have depression, they get these, I'll call it blinders, for lack of a better word. And they really can't see their friends in front of them that are trying to help them, or their family in front of them trying to help them. Then the fog gets thicker and thicker, and it goes over your ears. And if you cover your ears, go ahead, cover your ears and say something, anything. It's like you can't hear clearly, which is what it's like when someone has depression. A good example. I'm going to say early 20s. I had my third child, so I'm going to say about 23, 24. And my best friend came to me and told me that I would be much better off without my husband. She did. That's her words. It's not what I heard. When that depression was on me, and it's like that fog is in my head, and I can't see and I can't hear as clearly as I can right now. You know what I heard her say? You're going to be alone. Nobody wants you. I want to break up your family. Stupid stuff like that. That is what I heard. And so for the longest time, we weren't friends. But I'm telling you, when someone has depression, it's best not to say anything. Just zip it. Just sit with them. Don't say anything. Just stay there. Or if you can't stay there, write a note and say, I'm here. Or call me when you feel a little better. Or I'll call you in a day. Give it a day or two. But don't wait too long. Don't wait too long. As an abuse survivor, my scars are on the inside. You can't see my scars, but that's not true of everyone. Some abuse survivors, they have scars on the outside, and you can see them. Don't judge. You don't know. You can be walking down the street, and people be passing by all the time. Smile. Say hi. It really is not going to kill you to do that. It really won't. Because you never know. Just that kind word might make someone's day. It really might. I had written the book, Abused It Is What It Is, and I'm starting another book right now of how and what I had done to work through my past issues. And I have to tell you a secret. I still have to work through my past issues. Even though I am much better today than what I ever have been, I still have to do it. Not daily, sometimes not even weekly, but from time to time, not all the time, I have to stop, regroup, and redo my steps again to remind myself that the husband I have now is nothing like the husband I had back then. Nothing. He's an angel compared to the devil. It's literally like night and day. But not everyone is as lucky and fortunate as I am. So if you know someone that's been abused or is being abused, don't tell them to leave. They have to figure that out for themselves. Just sit with them. Be there with them. Let them know they're not alone. Because it is very scary to be alone. I didn't know that there was help out there. And there truly is help out there. If they want it. They have to want it. They have to feel valuable. They have to feel important enough to want to leave. Help them feel important. Help them feel needed. Help them feel wanted. And every person is different. Every person is different. I can't express to you enough of how important it is to take care of those that we know that have mental illnesses, depression, anxiety, ADHD, bipolar, whatever else is out there, as well as the abuse victims. Abuse survivors even need it. Hug your friends. Contact your friends. Tell them you're thinking about them. It only takes a couple of minutes. And even though you think that you're really, truly busy, are you? Can't you take a few minutes and say, hey, how are you? I miss you. I love you. It really doesn't take much. There is no getting over being abused. They're with me. They're with the others for life. For life. There is no building a bridge or getting over any other mental illness, depression included. You just can't do that. It's a process. Some people need medicine. Some people need counseling. Some people need all. But the most important thing is they need to know they're not alone. So no matter how many times you ask them, hey, do you want to go do something? And they say no, keep asking. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to keep asking them if they want to do something with you, whether it's the movies, go out to eat, and all they want is to stay home and be alone. Offer to be with them in their home. I will bring dinner. What do you want? Chinese, pizza, whatever is their favorite. Let me come over and sit with you. Or maybe they need help in the garden, or maybe they need help in their house, and they're just too depressed to ask for help or to even do it themselves. It really doesn't take much to be a friend, to offer that help. Hey, Dre. I was talking about reaching out to friends and family that they may or may not know that have been abused or have mental illnesses that may need more TLC than usual. Or in this case, my cat. Sorry. But it's important to reach out to people. Hold on. Hi, Tori. It's important to feel loved. Even my kitty needs the love. She's been ignored too long today, she says. Isn't that right, Tori girl? But whether you know someone that's been abused or that has any mental anything, it is always best to check on them. Even if it means just sitting quietly by their side. Because sometimes that's all they need, just so that way they know that they're not alone. I've known too many people that say they've lost loved ones because they didn't check on them. Whether they withdrew themselves or, God forbid, the other, and they're gone forever. But whatever the case is, check on the loved ones. Because there is no getting over it. There is no overcoming it. They can't build a bridge. It just doesn't work that way. The bridge that needs to be built is the one that you offer your hand to them. Exactly. Just know that someone cares. Like my cat. Gosh, God, you're shedding. So I just want to tell you that if you know anyone that has any issues, no matter what they are, no matter how big they are, no matter how small they are, let them know they're not alone. Be with them. Help them. And get them a cat. No, just joking. Don't get them a cat. God, grief, cat, you shed. Everyone needs to feel loved. Everyone needs to feel that they're not alone, which is why I have my website of safelife.com. I blog in there, and I have resource pages in there for people to go to if they need it. Yes, exactly, Dre. Check on your people. Even if it's a quick text, say, hey, I'm thinking about you. Sometimes that's all they need. You know, when I was abused by my first husband, I was not a religious person at all. And then after I left him, I couldn't afford counseling. So I went to my local Christian bookstore and I bought books on what to expect before and after marriage, during marriage, the 5 languages of love, I think it's called, and a few other books. How to be a single parent to children, especially teen kids. And that was how I got through it, that and reading the Bible. It was, to me, I needed that. I needed someone or something to believe in. And my family, 90% of my family is in New York. The other part is like 3 hours away, and they couldn't always be there with me. So I was alone. I did not know there were resources out there That's true. The world can be very cruel at times. And that's why I lean more towards my Bible than anything else. And I find it difficult to make friends. A lot of it is because I've been abused and they don't understand, or maybe it's too scary for them to even try to understand because they've never been through it. But whatever the case is, I have a hard time making friends, and I'm a very friendly person. I love people. Okay, sometimes. There are some people I just want nothing to do with. Sorry, it's true. Forgive me, Father. But for me, how I worked through a lot of mine is through the Bible. And I believe in God, and I believe. Me too. It's very hard. I mean, once you start letting people in, you have to be honest and real. And if you're not, they know. And it's also hard to trust. How do you know that they're not going to be the ones to hurt you again? Physically, verbally, mentally, all the above. But just check on your people. Let them know that you're there. Don't tell them to get over it. Don't tell them to let go. Don't tell them any of that. Just reach out. Yes, it is very scary. So Dre, my current husband and I met online, and I never, ever thought, ever, that we would meet in person. And I was close to 400 pounds, and I sent him the nastiest picture I could find of myself. And he writes back, "Oh, you're beautiful." And I says, "You must be blind." And he goes, "Well, yeah, partially." I felt bad. Anyway, we talked, and I told him my whole sordid life. All of it. All of it. I never thought I'd meet him in person. Never. And here it is 16 years later, and he knows everything. And I mean everything. But it's great. It's great having him knowing everything, and I don't have to hide it from him like I do with most everybody else. He went with me to meet Eric and from Driven Industries. And it was amazing. He's always there on my side, always very supportive of what I want to do, whether it's this, my blog website, or whatever it is. And I don't know what I'd do without him half the time. Because there are times I don't want to talk, I don't want to do anything, and he just sits there. Doesn't touch me, because he knows that probably set me off. Just sits there. Doesn't say a word. And that's what we all need. We need to have someone just sit there. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. It really is. I never in a million years would have thought that my husband, that I would actually marry again, much less this one. Oh, my stars, cat. Getting hair all over. But yeah, so I just wanted people to know that everyone needs someone to help support them. Everyone needs someone to just be there. Even if you don't understand, just be there. Friends, family, and don't judge. It is so hard, but don't judge. Thank you. Cat left. I One of the things I like best is reading the Bible and finding new and, how do I say this? New scriptures that I haven't read before. And there's my dog Sage. And today I was reading Psalms, and in Psalms, it was a prayer in, I think it was chapter 86 in Psalms. I do not remember it, but I know that it really hit home and it was wonderful. Husband came in.
Hey, woo, poor husband.
Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, I love my animals too. We have 4 cats, 2 dogs, and I don't know how many flipping chickens out there. Too many.
Me, I'm the biggest animal.
I always say, even if it doesn't make sense to you, don't mean it's not an issue. Exactly. And we do all have problems to go through things. Pretty much, Jennifer. Pretty much, yes. Yes. Not my choice. He wanted the chickens. He can take care of the chickens. I want the cats and dogs. I'll take care of them. Most of them. Most of the time. He does a lot. You gonna come say hi real quick?
Hi.
Yeah. Get all the chickens taken care of?
Yeah.
Okay, good. This is my husband, Troy. Jennifer says hi.
Hi, Jennifer.
I was talking about how Dre says hi, husband. Stop it. I was telling them how we had met online and I had told you all my sordid detail and you still wanted to marry me.
I know you tell me about your dates.
I didn't say that part, thanks. Yes, I even told him about my dates I was going on because he wanted to be with me and I went, no, I didn't want to. But yeah, he's a very supportive, wonderful guy, just amazing.
Bunch of losers anyway.
Hi, thanks for coming in. They had to have been since I married you instead, huh, baby?
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh. What a man. Yeah, so biggest thing is don't judge. Be there for people. Even if you don't understand, it's okay. It's okay not to understand. Ice cream.
What ice cream?
Yeah, what ice cream?
You scream, I scream. We all scream for ice cream.
No, we don't. I'm not.
You go if I pour this down your back.
If you pour it down my back, I'd have to actually end my stream so that way I could kill you without any witnesses.
Still scream.
But yes, so Jennifer's laughing. No one can actually get over anything. Don't say it out loud. Actually, Jennifer, it's a family joke that we have now. See, my parents are Jehovah's Witnesses. Binge watching your videos. Your channel's 11 important messages. I'm so happy you found happiness. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. See, and I'm that way too. I will be the one that listens. And it's hard. It is so hard to sit there and listen and not offer advice because you know that they're not going to take it. It's hard. Anyway, so when I met my husband online, right? We met in person. Take him out to meet my dad. And my parents are Jehovah's Witnesses. My dad has been at me for years to marry into the witness truth and stuff like this, right? They meet him. Now, my parents live in Ty Valley, Oregon, which is in the desert. He goes to my mom and says, do you have a shovel? My dad starts laughing.
You're going for a walk.
Yes, we were going. Do you want to come tell the story?
You do it right. I'm going after.
We were going to go for a walk. And he turns and looks at my mom and says, "Do you have a shovel?" My dad had just, see, someone else that knows about Jehovah's Witnesses. My dad had just had back surgery and he had just gotten out of the wheelchair because when I was 15, he fell off top of a school bus and broke his back. And so he had many, many, many surgeries. So here I am in my early 30s. My dad finally had his last, I don't know, up to a million surgeries, and he's able to walk, but barely out of the wheelchair. Starts laughing, lands back in his wheelchair, and it rolls down, and the sidewalk ends. And I thought he was going to tip over. I'm sitting here just about dying, going, "Oh my God, Dad's going to hurt himself," right? Mom's laughing, Dad's laughing. And I says, "Do you understand why he asked that?" And my dad says, "Well, one of you will come back." And the whole deal of this is I told this man over here that I would not marry him until he can guarantee we'd never get a divorce. Guarantee we'd never get a divorce. But I was foolish enough, and I didn't say it had to be logical. Oh, no, Llewellyn didn't do that, did she? No. So that was how he got me to marry him, because he guaranteed we'd never get a divorce. He'd just kill me and bury me in the desert.
It is logical.
That's not logical.
Oh, it is.
All right, husband. There's nothing wrong with Jehovah's Witnesses. I just can't. She did. Is it because they judged you, Jason, or is it because we now have them on recording just in case?
You have to find the bodies first.
It's in Thai Valley.
I have alternate locations.
I'm sure you do. So did she leave the religion, Jason, because they were harassing her about you being gay? Did she finally say that she doesn't believe in it? Why did she? Ah. Well, Jason, you are wicked. Shame on you. Yeah, I know. Yes, it's exactly what they do. Had I been baptized a Jehovah's Witness, I would never been able to marry my husband and still be in the truth, because they would have had me disowned because he is not a Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, I understand how they do that. And how is your mom handling not being a Jehovah's Witness? I was raised as a Baptist too. No, okay. So my egg donor, and I'm being nice here when I call her that, my egg donor raised me as a Baptist. Summers and whatever breaks I had, I was with my dad and my new mom, and they're Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, when my mom and dad moved here to Oregon, I still lived in New York at the time, by the way. When they moved to Oregon, I stayed behind with my egg donor. And in the summertime, she wanted to get rid of me, so I spent my time with my aunt and uncle, who are Mormon. So I've had religion. And I was baptized actually as a Baptist. So you talk about confusion, you're looking at her right here. Oh, that is so hard. Was anything done to the elder? Oh, well, at least you had that anyways. But it's still hard because some people don't believe you when you say that you've been molested or raped or whatever the case is by a spiritual whatever person. they don't believe you because, oh God, he's part of God. You just can't do that. Yes, Utah is Mormon country. So good for her. And is she in any religion right now, or she give everything up, or what? I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But curiosity is like my middle name, I think. No, I think that's trouble. Never mind. But yeah, so that's my story. And I really didn't mean to put it on here. So do you guys celebrate holidays or birthdays or anything now that she's out of Jehovah's Witness? Or is that still a taboo thing? We don't do that. And that's very true. It's all how we grow up, and it's all part of who we are. You're really not religious, or you're really not spiritual? Oh, cool, Jason. Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm almost ready to stop celebrating holidays. Not because I am starting to be a witness or anything, because I'm not, but because I have children and in-law children that seem to, what's the word I want to use? Get upset if I get something different for the other kids than her kids, and it's just ridiculous. You're not religious. Okay. But you're more spiritual. Gotcha. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's the other thing too. You want to talk religion, right? So if we have 5 people in a room, so that's funny. If you have 5 people in a room and every single one of them are different. So let's use Muslim, Mormon, Jehovah's Witness, Baptist. Give me another one. Wiccan. Okay. 5 people in there. Different religions, different everything, different backgrounds, a whole 9 yards. Why can't we get along? I want to know why. I want to know why we can't all accept each other for who we are, for what we believe, and leave it at that.
The Muslims want to kill the infidels.
You do realize we are recording, right? Yes, I know you were just saying, baby. Five people, yes, but a lot of people can't. They always have to fight and argue or whatever that is about their belief and why their beliefs are better than everybody else's or whatever. I don't know. Not necessarily. You need to come around my family because I'm telling you that's not true. My family's no leader. They're not. They're just followers of the religion. And yes, exactly, Jason. But my dad used to always just, here's the Bible, type deal. And he got into a major accident and that stopped. Now it's my mom doing that. And it's so funny because my dad would do it. My mom would say, now, Dad, Pa, that's enough. Now my mom's doing it. My dad's like, now, Ma, that's enough. Yes, it is. It really is. But see, I'm a firm believer that you are who you are and your beliefs are what your beliefs are, and that's okay. I'm not going to convert you. I'm not going to do any of that. If you ask me questions, I will answer them. I'm not going to force it down your throat. That's just It's not what I do. And I think everyone should be that way. I mean, it's like with political and religion and what else is out there? Jason's a good example. Whether you're gay or lesbian or LG, whatever that stuff is, who cares? You are who you are. Big whoop. The only thing I ask is you treat me kindly and I'll treat you kindly back. Treat me with respect, I'll respect you. That's all I ask. And that's what I expect from people. I mean, maybe I'm asking too much. I don't know. But I have no problem with anyone as long as they treat me nice. If they don't treat me nice, and all bets are off. Or if they mess with my kids or grandkids, Mama Bear's coming out. That's all I got to say. Then you get the New York side of me coming out. You don't want that. Yeah. Thank you, Jason. I try to be a wonderful person. It doesn't always work, though. Thank you. You too. You have a good night, Jason. Thanks for stopping in. And that takes me back to why I started this whole thing, is there are times that I can be great and wonderful. Then there are times I just want to be left alone and not bothered and don't want to go anywhere, don't want to do anything. Exactly. You are a human being. Now, and here's another thing too. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your political views are. I don't care. I have a Mexican daughter-in-law who gave me Mexican grandkids. I have nephews. I don't think I have any nieces. Nephews that are black. I don't care. I don't care what your skin color is. Because if I was blind, I wouldn't see it, right? We all bleed red. You cut, you bleed. Who cares? I don't. Of course, it would have been nice if my granddaughters would have been a little more Mexican and not white, but I'm just saying. But no, I mean, all I want is respect, and I'll give respect. You treat me good, I'll treat you good. You treat me bad, and I'll probably walk away. I mean, I don't retaliate. I don't see the point in it. And I was going to save it for another one, but maybe I might say it here too, is I don't hold it in. Because if I am so ticked off at someone, do you think it's going to hurt them? No, it's going to hurt me, just me, and those around me. And in my case, the one who's really around me the most is my husband and my grandson, who's one. And that's not fair to them. So if you're holding any grudges, you need to find a way to let it go, to work through it, to not hold that in. And I'm not saying to forgive them because they're worthy of being forgiven. I'm saying forgive them for you. Because you and only you, which is part of being self-caring, you have to take care of yourself. Only you can do that. Doesn't mean you have to have a relationship with that person. Just means that you are having a relationship with yourself and you love yourself enough to take care enough of yourself and those around you, not to have all that hate built up inside. I'll touch more on that later, though. But for now, and just this one, reach out to people. Don't let them be alone. Let them know that they're not alone. Just contact them from time to time. Don't give up on them. Do not give up on your family and friends. No matter how many times you ask them to go out with you and they say no, keep asking. Exactly. I don't care. Be gay, be lesbian, I don't care. Be happy. If you choose that lifestyle, you choose that lifestyle. Don't push it on me. I won't push it on you. We're good, right? I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. See, and I'm that way. I am so bad at reaching out to people, but I really try. I haven't been with my coworkers in a while because I have really, really high blood pressure. My doctor wanted me to take some time off. So I'm not working. And I know that there's quite a few of my coworkers that are going through rough spots. And I know that they're Christians and I know they believe in God. So I'm able to send them scriptures from the Bible to help inspire them and let them know that they're not alone, that I'm still thinking about them. And I haven't done that this week and I feel bad. So I need to get off my duff and do that. Right. What others think of you is none of your business. What others think of me is none of my business. I don't really care. You want to talk about me? Whatever. Go for it. Don't care. Unless it's good, then you can tell me because I like good. Okay, now, they are attached to the bunny though, right? Because I have a bunny and I really love my bunny and I don't want any bunny feet if they're not fully attached. Okay, good. Got to protect my bunny here. Yes, so I have a bunny and a turkey. I forgot to mention those part of it too, along with our millions of chickens.
Poor turkey.
What?
Poor turkey.
Why poor turkey? I forgot about Chewbacca too, so poor bunny. Yes, my bunny's name is Chewbacca. He's brown and he chews everything. That's why he's Chewbacca. Protect the bunny, man. Yes. I will definitely have to go back and look. I did not do that. I have some time, so maybe I'll do that later. But yeah, so check on people. Thank you. I like Chewbacca. Hey, I don't care. I'll still take a look. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Been starting writing on my other book. I got up to chapter 4 and I had to stop for a while, do some mental self-care. But other than that, I've been crocheting. I made 3 sweaters for my 3 grandchildren. I've got 3 more grandchildren I need to work on. I'm not sure I'm going to do it for 2 of them, though. They don't live in this state. They live in a different state, but I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Well, ladies and gents, any questions? Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, Jennifer. Is it something that you can charge, or is it something you have to go buy something new? Oh, okay, good. So nothing too major then. Now I just have to wait for it to come in. Yes, my husband was laughing at something he was watching on his phone. Are you watching TikTok? Maybe. He has an app on his phone called TikTok. You can still watch it, baby.
Yeah.
Good.
Just tell me what to do.
I'll tell you what to do.
Tell me.
Exactly. Maybe you may not do it, but I can still tell you what to do. Why? Oh. Do you? Yes, I am on TikTok, and most mornings I start out saying, "Hey, I just want to say hi, and how are you? And I hope you have a great day, and God bless you," or no, have a blessed day, and God loves you, and so do I. So go under a different name. He'll never know. Just don't go in his circles, and you'll be fine. But I like TikTok. And I like laughing at some of the people that are in there. Really hilarious. You know, what's really funny is that my 2 daughters got me into this. My daughters, Mom, um, you can. See, that's 2 of us telling you, Jennifer. You can call yourself burning the candle on both ends. There you go. Call yourself bunny ears or bunny feet or lucky bunny. Hey, how about lucky bunny? There you go. Come up with something, get back on TikTok, and then find me. What you see here for my name of Llewellyn Bissell is also on TikTok of Llewellyn Bissell. That's what I do. Oh, honey, I can tell you all about doing the Snapchat too. That's fun. Only I don't like it as much as I do TikTok, because with Snapchat, you take the picture and then it's gone. There's nothing there. It's all gone. Okay, so what Dre's actually saying, that's Southern slang. Bless your heart. I'll be good. Oh, amazing. Just amazing. Use picture. Yeah, I think I caught that one too. Too cute. You guys are cute. Yep. That explains a lot. And I'm from the north. But I don't want to fight. This north doesn't want to undo with the south as far as fighting. So I'll say hi. As a Yankee born girl. As a Yankee. You realize that I'm going to have to go back and probably delete most of this. Because I really only meant it to be just a few minute deal on depression and abuse. I don't think it's up in you. I think it's coming out. I don't think there's anything up. It's coming out. I hear it. I do. Too funny. Wow. Tag's next to you. My other cat. Excuse me. I'm trying to sneeze. Yes. Me too. And Eric was a start, because I met Eric on TikTok. I'm pretty sure that he's told that story many times in his lives. Met Eric on TikTok, and we met in person. Yaz is coming out. Y'all. And my husband and I met him in person, and it's been great. We've met him twice now, right? We had dinner with him twice. And he said he bought my book. He read the first 2 pages because he's not into abuse. His forte is, of course, mental health. And he said, I think you're what I'm looking for. I'm like, what'd I do? So he told me I needed to. He really is a great guy. Wait a minute, we talking Eric or Dre? But anyway, he said he read 2 pages of my book and said that I'm what he needs in order to help mental health people that have been abused, because he doesn't understand abuse. That's one thing he does not connect with very well. And he said that I should update is what the word he used, update my website. So my website used to be llewelynsliterature.com because I had no clue what I was doing 3 years ago. Since talking with him, I've changed it to safelife.com, which SAFE stands for Survivors Against Abuse for Everyone. And my youngest daughter came up with that for me. But I had to add life to it because I want people to have a safe life. So hopefully if they come to my website and read about it, Eric's in my resource page for the mental health aspect of it. I'm going to add, according to Jexie, she said I could add her to the resource page as well, so I'll do that here soon. I'm trying to get more up there for people because I want them to realize that I'm not the only source. I don't want to be the only source. That's like way too much responsibility, and I don't want to be the only source. I don't mind helping. I don't mind, working with people and stuff like that, but I don't want to do the actual, like Eric, here's my phone number, call me anytime. I don't know I could do that. That's like a lot of responsibility. Yeah, I don't actually blog regularly either, and I probably should start doing that. I find that when I think of something, this right here is my first thought. Oh, let's put it on YouTube. I probably should go back. Okay, mine's not that old. Mine's maybe a month or two. I don't remember. I had put up a couple of poems that my friend had sent me, and I asked if I could put it up, and I gave him the credit for it, of course, because he wrote it. And he said, sure, he'd be more than happy to help. And he's going to be sending me more here soon. A lot of people do. Oh no, you have your physical abuse, you have your emotional abuse, you have, like what Jason was saying, you even have your spiritual abuse. So there's mental, physical, verbal, emotional, spiritual, financial abuse. I had that too. I mean, there's so many different kinds of abuse out there. It's not just physical. Not anymore. It's everything you could possibly think of and then some. Yeah, my ex decided to keep money to himself and not give me any, so I couldn't get diapers for our kids. I had to charge it to our local store, which back in those days you could do that. Now you can't even do that. And then every month we'd pay it off at the beginning of each month because we were on welfare at the time. And I got tired of it. It was embarrassing. Why? He has the money. Why not just pay for the stupid, I think it was like $10 at the time for a bag of diapers. Kerfuffle. Aww. Well, good. I'm glad that Eric had make you see your way. How did I do it? You were already doing it when I met you. Can't be me. But thank you. But yeah. So later on, I decided that I'd start stealing money from my own husband in order to get diapers for the babies. And that's exactly what I did. And I don't know if he knows that or not. Frankly, don't care. And that's all you can do. I'm not a website person. Yes, we do care. And that's why I talk with Eric too. I did not have a YouTube channel. And now I've got like 35, 40 subscribers, all because of Eric. Because the stories, my story is going to be different than your story, and your story is going to be different than the next person, the next person, the next person, the next person. But our stories need to be told. Awareness needs to be brought out about everything, the mental aspect of it, the abuse aspect of it, Dre and Jason, their aspect of it. Because you know what? We're humans. We have feelings. Except for my husband. I used to think that emotional, verbal, mental abuse weren't really that bad because I was never really hurt. You know, that's actually the worst. Because physical, you can get over physical real quick. But the emotional, the verbal, the mental, they're here for me always. Always. I hear it all the time. You're fat. You're ugly. You're a cow. It lasts forever. You're right, Jennifer. It does. It lasts forever. And I have to stop and remind myself that I am smart enough, that I am good enough to do things, that I can love, that I can be loved. And that even though I had 3 half-grown kids and fat, that I found a man that loved me enough to marry me anyways, even though I was close to 400 pounds. I mean, I still have it. And I have to stop and remind myself, I can do it. Or have my husband remind me that I can do it. Because there's times I just I give up. I'm done. Throw it all away. Oh, yeah, I've said that too. Honey, I'm almost 50. So welcome to where I'm at. It doesn't go away. You have to keep working through it and working through it. Again, there's no bridge that you can just get over the abuse here and you can't get over it. There is no bridge. There is no gap that will close and all of a sudden it just goes away. It's not done. Yeah. And that happens too. And then what do? It's my youngest daughter lives with me with her 1-year-old son. She lost custody of her firstborn, who's now, will be 7 in June, to the father of the child, and they live in California. And every so often I look at her and I see my ex-husband. I hear my ex-husband. And I have to remind myself, she's not him. It is very hard. Yeah. Exactly. No, Dre, I understand completely. And that's why we don't want to share, because people are, they're vicious. They don't understand because they've never been through it. And if you've never been through it, there is no way to understand. My husband was never abused. He doesn't understand, but he is very kind and very supportive of me. Very kind. Sometimes he's a jerk and he pushes me beyond what I think I can do, but I end up doing it. And then I have to thank him and go, okay, he's not really being a jerk. I just thought he was. Shh, don't tell him I said that. But I mean, they don't understand because they've never been there. And that's why I was trying to explain the depression. It's like having this fog in your head. Yeah. Yeah, you have to remind yourself, it's your child, it's your child, it's your child. Like a mantra, it's a child, it's child. I understand. Trust me, I understand. When my daughter does stuff like that to me too, it's like, okay, she's my kid, even though she's 26 and she sounds like the ex, sometimes I'm like, okay, it's not easy. It's not easy. We shut off a lot to people because they don't understand. And like I was going to say, is when you have depression and people who've never had depression don't understand what it's like. And to me, it's like if you cover your ears and you talk. It almost sounds like you're in a tunnel. And that's what it's like for us that have depression, that can't really hear everything you're trying to say to them. Ooh, yeah. Yes. And I see how kind and gentle you are with your kids. I don't have that kind of patience. I'll tell you right now, I don't have that kind of patience. Dealing with my 1-year-old grandson when I come home after work every day is just about killing me. And they live with me. And he's one. All he wants is his mammy and to go outside and play right now because he's outside guy. He wants to be outdoors all the time. It's like, oh my stars. I just want to sit down. Let me sit. I can't. Got to chase him. You know, it's one thing I want to do is to break the cycle. And I didn't realize that there was a cycle that I had to break because I really didn't understand that what my egg donor and her husband and my first husband had done to me was abuse. I just thought that's the way life was. I never knew that there was another side of anything. Not until I got to know my real dad and my mom, his wife. Honey, it's called a facade, not fake. Remember, it's a facade. Yes, look at me. I'm just so happy. It's called a facade, not fake. Get it right. But yeah, it's hard. It is very hard to keep that facade up. And I do it because I don't want to bring other people down, for one. For two, I don't want to have to share why I'm not feeling very good. Because sometimes I just don't want to share. Okay, most of the time I don't. Unless it's to my husband. Thank you. Because we're not fake. What we have is real. A facade is just putting on a pretend smile. And that's what we have to do sometimes, is we have to have a facade. We have to have that pretend front. Exactly. Only I don't wear makeup. I'm allergic to it. That's why I still look old. Oh, wait, I am old. Like the gray. But when you have these mental problems, whether they're anxiety, depression, I don't know, whatever else is out there, addictions, abuse, whatever the case is, and you keep hearing these in your head all the time, it's not easy to just let it go or get over it. Or that's cute. But I mean, I still think of myself as fat, even though I'm 225 now. I was close to 400, and I still think I can eat a big huge plate of food, and I can't. I still think that I have to go get these big huge pants because it's, what I'm used to, and I don't. And there's times I talk to some big girls, these fat girls, and they just look at me like, what do you know about it? Honey, I was you at one time. Well, if you can have some people that you can be real with, that's important. And you have to take self-care. That's also important. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you go to the doctor to make sure your blood pressure is good, your cholesterol is good, all your wonderful innards are all good. Then you have to go to probably the psycho ward, right? Get, what's what I'm looking for? Therapy. That's what I'm doing now. I'm getting some therapy. Yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy. And that's something that's not even in school. They don't teach kids how to deal with bullies. They don't teach kids that bullying is not good, so they just let things go. They don't teach kids how to write in cursive, how to do a checkbook, how to do taxes, how to live life. They don't teach kids this anymore. Maybe someday you will. And one day you're going to quit looking and poof, there they will be. I guess you want to call her my friend now. She used to be a he, still kind of is, doesn't have that last surgery yet. And I met her through my son because she is a really great computer tech and I needed someone to fix my computer like now. And she's changed her name 3 times, so my son calls her 3D. She has one last surgery to go through, and she met a man, and they're in love. They've been together 6 months, almost a year. And she says that she was not looking. Poof, there he was. So one of these days, it'll happen with you. Just stop looking, I guess. That's what she did. And she does go by a she, even though she still has that male part. It is. For right now, Jennifer, is probably a good thing because you're like fresh out of it and you have those little kids. But, someday, you never know. You never know what's around that corner or online. Yep. My husband says, I think you're what I'm looking for. And I wrote back and I says, I don't think so. And I deleted it. Oh. Stop. You're so demanding. Kitty cat. I don't think it'll keep everyone out of trouble, Jennifer. But if that's what you want to think, you go ahead and keep thinking that. She wants back in my lap. Okay, yeah, keep you out of trouble. Maybe. Well, I don't know. I don't know you well enough to know if you're going to stay out of trouble or not. But maybe. Maybe. It's hard to say. Oh. All right, fine. Come on. Now you don't want up here? Come on, Tori. Come on. That's my girl. Oh, that's my girl. So, we've talked about abuse. We've talked about yes, she really is, even though she's shedding. I don't know if I can bring that down. There. How's that? Her name is Tori.
No, her name's Damn Cat.
It is not Damn Cat. That's what you call her. Hey, baby. And my other cat is actually next to my husband, which is really, really strange because he doesn't really care for me. Ow, easy.
Oh, he loves me.
Oh, is that what it is? One of those love-hate relationships? Let me put it back up now. Yeah, mine probably should be. They're out here telling me it's past their bedtime. That's why they're out here. Because they sleep with us. Isn't that right, Tori girl? Tag likes to sleep right on my head. Headbutts me. Oh dear. You're behind on that, Jennifer. Skin. I always had my animals choose us. Oh, yeah. If you're closer. I've got people that have cars, but can't help you. Can you guys hear my frogs? I think it's kind of cool. Darn cat hair. All right, folks. It is. I love that. I need to get out of here. I've been on for over an hour. I did not expect to be on here for an hour. Oh. When we bought this place, there was a pool, and it had this big, huge frog in it. It was so cool. But I made them tear it down because I did not want a pool. I do not want the responsibility of a pool. And I was thinking of my grandchildren that might accidentally fall in, and I didn't want that. I was like, no, we're not doing this. So we got rid of the pool. Why are you giving me that glare look?
It had nothing to do with it.
What didn't have nothing to do with it?
Because it was a pool was ugly and you wanted to get rid of it, and then you wanted another one. And then you changed your mind.
I don't want another one. All right, yes. My kids are very old. Mine are 26, 28, and 30. Then I have grandkids. So yes, so I'm going to say goodnight to y'all. Thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate everyone that came in. I am really tired now. Thank you. You guys made it very enjoyable for me. I really appreciate it. Much love to you. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Bye, guys.